All right, good evening. I'd like to call the June 12th, 2025 meeting of the Greenville City Council to order. I'm Mayor P.J. Conley. I'll be presiding over tonight's meeting. First, I'd like to call on Mayor Pro Tem Monica Daniels for the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we gather here tonight and thank you for the opportunity again to do your work. Father, may we approach our discussions tonight with open minds, humble hearts, and a shared commitment to the well-being of all those who call the city home. May wisdom guide our decisions, courage strengthen our convictions, and compassion ground our actions. Let us be mindful of those in our community who are struggling, and may our leadership help create a more just, safe, and thriving city for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, will you please call the roll?
Yes, sir. Mayor Connolly.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Daniels.
Present.
Councilmember Foreman.
Here.
Councilmember Blackburn.
Present.
Councilmember Scully.
Here.
Councilmember Robinson. Councilmember Willis.
Here.
All right, Mayor Connolly, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Mr. Manager, any recommended changes to tonight's
I have no
agenda?
changes, but the city attorney has an addition.
Mr. Attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Mayor and council members, I recommend that council add to the agenda a closed session motion to be read at the end of the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 5-0.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to special recognitions.
I'd like to ask Daryl Norris to come forward. So usually I do my city manager shout out at the end of the meeting, but I'm gonna move it to the front. And I think Daryl, you're the only employee that this had 2 shout outs. And this is a very special one because Daryl portrayed a very heroistic act not too long ago, and would love to recognize Daryl for that. On the morning of April 2nd, 2025, Daryl Norris from the City Engineering Department was on his way to work just west of Washington when he came across a truck that had turned over on its side in the intersection. As he passed by, he noticed there was no other vehicles around the truck, no police, fire, EMS, tow truck, or anyone, just the truck on its side in the road. Daryl quickly made a U-turn and went back to the truck. He ran up to the truck and found 2 men inside and asked if they were okay. He also asked if anyone had called 911, and they said no. By this time, another citizen had come up, and Daryl asked her to call 911 while he got the men out of the truck. The truck's windshield was partially broken. Daryl grabbed the glass and pulled the windshield off the truck so that he could help the men get out of the truck. Daryl then advised them to step away from the truck as he noticed gas leaking from the wreck. A passing EMS truck stopped, and the man identified himself as an EMS and began treating the 2 men for cuts to their faces. At this point, Daryl handed the situation over to the EMT and proceeded to go to work. Daryl was gone before the police or fire rescue made it to the scene and never got the men's name in the truck, just like Batman. Daryl said he did not know how long the truck had been sitting overturned while cars went past without stopping. Daryl said also, sometimes the Lord puts you in the right place to help. You just have to listen and act. And when Councilmember Blackburn actually told me about this, and I quickly called up Daryl and said, man, you are a hero, not only for what you do every single day for the city of Greenville, but also in your personal life. You're a testament to everything great about the city of Greenville. And Daryl, thank you for everything that you do. Give him a comment. So, I would like any member of the North Carolina League of Municipalities Conference Planning Committee to come forward right now. You know who you are. Come on up. I'll ask you two, Danae, Ken, come on.
Come on down.
Tell you what, I will go ahead and say it. We had the state conference here for the North Carolina League of Municipalities, and we knocked it out the park.
Yeah.
And it's because of the hard work of a lot of these individuals you see right here. In January of 2024, the city of Greenville learned that it would be the host city for the 2025 North Carolina League of Municipalities State Conference. In order to plan activities to showcase our great city, the city's manager's office assembled a group of individuals from various areas to serve on the host city planning committee. This committee worked extremely hard to plan a conference that showcased just how special Greenville is, and they did an outstanding job. I would like to recognize and congratulate the members of the committee for their efforts in planning, coordinating, and executing such an outstanding performance and conference. The committee members are Donna Rayner from the city manager's office as the host city coordinator and did an outstanding job. Andrew Schmidt from the CVB as the co-coordinator. Brock Letchworth back in the back running the ship. He's also from the city manager's office as a co-coordinator. We had Margot Clark and Anna Edwards from the city manager's office. Chief Brock Davenport from Fire Rescue EMS. Captain Justin Wooten from the Greenville Police Department. Kevin Mulligan. Come on, Kevin. Get your butt up here. What in the world? And Jacob. Come on. And Brock. Brock. Come on, man. You know, trying to. Don't be bashful. I know y'all not. I've seen y'all in action. Don Octagon. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Don Octagon from and Darius Sawyer and Courtney McGrath from the Recreation and Parks Department. Risa Tucker from the Convention Center. Josh Lewis and Maria Satar from the Greenville ENC Alliance. Rachel Witten with the CVB. Jacob Joyner with Financial Services. Ken Graves, Danae Alexander, and myself from the city manager's office. I'm not finished. I'm not finished, so you might be doing that again. All right. In addition to the planning committee, there were numerous other individuals who assisted and served as volunteers and took all of us working together to ensure a successful conference. The North Carolina League of Municipalities, as well as a lot of the attendees, just had nothing but outstanding things to say about the red carpet that we rolled out for the community. We definitely, again, knocked it out of the park. And again, thank each and every one of you for your hard work to make that a success. So again, one more round of applause.
We'll move on to the public comment period. The public comment period is a period reserved for comments by the public. Items that were or scheduled to be the subject of a public hearing conducted at this meeting or another meeting during the same week shall not be discussed. A total of 30 minutes is allocated, with each individual being allowed no more than 3 minutes. Individuals who register with the city clerk to speak will speak in the order registered until the allotted 30 minutes expires. If time remains after all persons who have registered have spoken, individuals who did not register will have an opportunity to speak until the allotted 30 minutes expires. Madam Clerk, our first speaker.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kels Kelly, you have 3 minutes to address the mayor and council if you want to approach the public podium right there.
Good evening, council members. Mr. Mayor. My name is Kels. I'm a resident of the city, and I'm a proud U.S. Navy veteran. I'm here tonight to speak about the flag, not just any flag, but the one at Camping World that you guys say is oversized. I know it may be in violation of local ordinance, but for many of us, especially veterans, that flag is more than just fabric. It's a living symbol of everything we stood for, everything we fought for, and in some cases, everything we've lost. I want to tell you about my friend, United States Navy sailor Brian Grosso. Brian and I went through boot camp together. We struggled through the same early mornings, ran side by side in formation, learned discipline together. After that, we went on to A school, where we learned what our roles would be in the fleet. We trained and we shared hopes, complaints, laughs, and dreams together. We were just two young guys who signed up to serve something bigger than ourselves. Not long after, Brian was aboard a U.S. Navy air transport. Something went wrong mid-flight, and that plane went down in the ocean. Brian, along with two other sailors, lost their lives, saving the rest. They ensured that their fellow sailors got to safety before the ocean swallowed them. Brian died a hero. He never got to live out the rest of his story, but when I drive past that flag, I'm reminded of his courage, his sacrifice, his laugh, his smile. That flag isn't oversized to me. It's just big enough to carry the weight of my friend. So tonight, I'm not just asking you to reconsider a citation. I'm asking you to see what that flag means to those of us who served under it, to those of us who folded it for a fallen brother. That flag flies for people who don't get to come home. And for those of us who did, it helps us feel like they're still with us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me honor my friend. God bless you all.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Service.
service, and thank you for your friend also. Thank you for sharing your words with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, our next speaker.
No, sir, we do not have any additional registered speakers.
All right, anyone else who'd like to speak during the public comment period, please come forward, state your name for the record. You have 3 minutes. Seeing none, we'll close the public comment period, move on to appointments. Madam Clerk?
Yes, sir. We'll start with the Board of Adjustment. Councilmember Blackburn.
I'd like to reappoint Jeremy Jordan.
All right.
That gets the second, right?
Okay, so those, Mayor
Yep.
Pro Tem, okay, yep.
So motion's been made by Councilmember Blackburn, second by Mayor Pro Tem Daniels. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Jordan.
Next appointment we have is for Councilmember Foreman.
I would like to reappoint David Southworth.
Second.
All right, motion's been made by Councilmember Foreman, second by Councilmember Blackburn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Southworth.
Next one that was actually added this week is for Councilmember Willis.
Yes, I'd like to appoint Mr. David Newman.
Second.
All right. Motion been made by Councilmember Willis, second by Councilmember Blackburn. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Newman.
Okay. Moving on, we have the Environmental Advisory Commission. Councilmember Blackburn.
I'd like to appoint Craig Becker.
Second.
All right, motion been made by Councilmember Blackburn, second by Mayor Pro Tem Daniels. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Becker.
Okay, next we have the Greenville Utilities Commission. Councilmember Foreman.
I would like to appoint Simon Swain.
Second.
Okay. Motion's been made by Councilmember Foreman, second by Mayor Pro Tem Daniels. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Swain.
Okay, next appointment also for Greenville Utilities Commission, we have Councilmember Blackburn.
I'd like to appoint Dr. Robert Shaw.
Second.
All right, motion's been made by Councilmember Blackburn, second by Councilmember Scully. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Dr. Shaw.
Okay, next we have the Historic Preservation Commission. Councilmember Blackburn.
Am working with someone, and so I will continue that.
Okay. Next is the Housing Authority. We are still waiting for the nomination for the Resident Commissioner, Councilmember Foreman. Okay. Next is the Multimodal Transportation Commission. Councilmember Scully.
Need to continue that one, thank you.
All right, yes, sir. Next, we have the Pitt Greenville Convention and Visitors Authority. Councilmember Scully, looks
Thank
like
you.
both are eligible for reappointment.
Yes, ma'am. I'd like to reappoint Brett Morgan and Diane Taylor.
Okay.
All right, motion been made by Councilmember Scully, second by Mayor Pro Tem Daniels. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Morgan and Ms. Taylor.
Okay. Next, we have the Planning and Zoning Commission. Councilmember Blackburn.
I'd like to continue that one, please.
Okay. Next, we have Councilmember Scully.
Thank you. I'd also like to continue
Okay.
that appointment.
All right. Next, we have Councilmember Robinson.
I'd like to continue that, please.
Yes, sir. Okay. Next, we have the Recreation and Parks Commission. Mayor Connolly.
I'm going to continue that one.
All right. Yes, sir. And finally, we have the Youth Council. Councilmember Willis.
We'll continue it, please.
All right. Mayor, that concludes the appointments.
Outstanding. Thank you very much. We'll move on to new business, which is the public hearings. This is the policy of the public hearing adopted by the city council. Petitioner or representative of the petitioner and a leader of those in opposition will each have 10 minutes. Persons following them will have up to 3 minutes each for a total of each side of no more than 30 minutes. Additionally, I will remind those in attendance to extend the courtesy to persons speaking during the public hearing and to the city council during discussions. Comments made by members of the public are to occur only during the public hearing as allowed by the mayor in accordance with adopted policy of the city council. There should be no interruptions of speakers or council members, including expressions of support or disagreements, verbally or by applause, as this is distracting and makes discussion difficult. We ask for your cooperation. Thank you. Mr. Manager, our first public hearing.
Thank you, Mayor. Item number 4, ordinance to annex Savannah Place, Section 5, property involving 6.523 acres located at the current terminus of Camille Drive. I'll ask our Chief Planner, Shante Kubi, to come forward for the presentation.
Good evening. We made it in right before the rain fell on us. So this is an ordinance, it's an annexation. It's located in the southwest quadrant of the city, shown here by this red star. The subject property is shown in red. The properties you see in green are already located in the city limits. You will see that this, the rectangle is sort of filling in the donut hole between a couple of other subdivisions. This property is located in a primary service area. If you turn this one turn, you'll see it's the rectangular shape, and it's going to connect the two different ends of Camille Drive, like this. So it's going to connect to the two ends of it. This property will yield approximately 17 single-family lots. It'll be located in voting district number 5. The estimated tax value will be $6.3 million. And then, since this is currently in the ETJ, under Greenville Utilities Commission, under Section 6, if the annexation is denied by council, GUC can still provide the sanitary sewer to this property, again, because it's already in the city's ETJ. And with that, I'll be glad to answer any questions.
All right, any questions for Ms. Kubi? Thank you very much. Public hearing is now open. Those who speak on behalf of the applicant may come forward. Please state your name for the record. The first person has 10 minutes. All others have 3 minutes. Seeing none. Those
So I'm Andrew Moorhead, 409 South Harding Street. I'm the chair of the Historic Preservation Commission. I'm not going to be redundant. You already heard some of it. It was just very nicely presented. I do want to say a little bit about why the HPC has the support for this repeal. So when we are considering historic landmark status, the two primary considerations are its architectural significance and association of the property with people and or events that are important to Greenville. The Higgs House, of course, meets both those criteria. It's a Queen Anne revival architectural style built between 1903 and 1905. There's only a couple other examples in Greenville, and its elaborate double stair and tin ceiling paneled hallway are unique to the area. It also meets the second criteria due to its association with Jacob W. Higgs, a local businessman whose notable ventures included a clothing store, a general and grocery business, a furniture store, a textile mill, 3 banks, and the development of the Higgs neighborhood. And finally, I just have to say, I want to definitely shout out everyone involved in this. The City Council acted appropriately ordering the demolition. It was a safety hazard. City staff and others worked tirelessly to locate the owners, to bring folks together. Preservation North Carolina did just yeoman's work in marketing it under difficult circumstances. So I'm just thrilled at this because we're going to do the best outcome we can. There's economic development of bringing a new business in. There's new taxes that will be brought in by this, and of course we preserve an important component of Greenville's history. So thank you very much, and I'm very excited to support the repeal of this ordinance. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Dr.
Thank
Moorhead.
you.
All right, anyone else that'd like to speak in favor of the applicant may come forward. Please state your name for the record. You have 3 minutes.
My name is Maggie Gregg, and I am the Eastern Office Regional Director for Preservation North Carolina. And I just wanted to take a minute and really express my appreciation for the city staff who worked so hard with me on this. It was a long 16 months, and this is absolutely the best outcome that we could have hoped for. And I just really appreciate all of the work that they put in. And I also wanted to reiterate that through our process, this property is now under protective covenants. Those covenants require that the interior and exterior important architectural elements be maintained and preserved while adapting it for new use. They also prevent any further deferred maintenance in perpetuity. They run with the deed. And there is a rehabilitation agreement in place that has a timeline for the restoration of this property. So I appreciate the steps that the council took. I appreciate the efforts of the staff and the Preservation Commission to allow us to get to this position.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anyone else like to speak on behalf of the applicant may come forward. Please state your name for the record. You have 3 minutes.
Anna Grace Scully, do you have anything to say?
She looks hungry.
Just making sure.
Hey, she looks hungry.
She's been in there several times. She's our foreman on the job.
All right. Seeing none, those in opposition to the applicant may come forward. Please state your name for the record. First person has 10 minutes. All others have 3 minutes.
Hey Greenville, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Greenville Eats. Today we are talking all things pirates. So every single year we have a load of pirates that come in, a shipload of pirates that come into town, and we have Pirate Fest. And Margot Clark, our special events coordinator, is here, and senior admin assistant, is here to discuss Pirate Fest with us, as well as some other special guests. And we're gonna make rum cake today. So, Margot, welcome back. You've been on a couple times now.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's just real quick before we get into the nitty gritty, we're gonna make rum cake. So I'll start with that. We've got our mixture so far of our cake mix. It's a yellow cake mix as well as instant vanilla pudding mix. And then I've got 4 eggs, water, vegetable oil.
2 great words. Very fast.
This is the combined proposed budget for fiscal year 25-26. We are now at the final step of the process with budget adoption. This budget composes of the city operating funds at $185 million, the Greenville Utility Commission at $314 million, Convention and Visitor Authority at just over $2 million, and Shepherd Memorial Library at $2.9 million, all totaling $504.5 million. The city operating fund is budgeted at $118.8 million, and we ask the council to approve.
Motion to approve?
Second.
My goodness. Motion been made by Councilmember Blackburn, second by Councilmember Willis. Any other discussion?
I just want to say something really quick. I asked some questions on Monday about the GUC budget as it relates to the rate increase for energy in the city. And Chris Padgett answered very honestly questions about the disparities that exist in the amount of utilities that are paid by usually minority, underserved, disenfranchised communities where people are of the lower socioeconomic status. That was of great concern to me, as I have had some conversations in the community since Tony presented to us last month. Had a conversation today with Lindsay Griffin and brought some clarity to the situation that I thought might need to be elevated. The main reason for the rate increase is the passing down of costs from Duke Energy for the cleanup of coal ash and the increase of their costs in wholesale power prices. And it is important that citizens know that Greenville Utilities is only passing on about 25% of what that increase is. They are actually absorbing roughly 75% of what that increase is. This elevates for me, again, what the benefits are of community engagement and communication so that citizens not just know what is happening, which is what gets people in an uproar sometimes, but why it's happening.
Any other discussion? Thank you, by the way. Motion's been made by Councilmember Blackburn, right, and second by Councilmember Willis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
Let's move on
Right.
to the
Thank you, Mayor.
following.
Item number 7, resolution authorizing the relocation of Randolph Cemetery. I've called forward the Director of Public Works, Kevin Mulligan, for a presentation.
Good evening, council.
Good evening.
So this item number 7, this presentation will provide background on a request by our private developer who was in attendance. This item is requested by Renaissance Lifestyle to relocate abandoned graves from Randolph Cemetery to Queen Anne Cemetery in Fountain, North Carolina. The parcel where the abandoned graves are located is across from Ironwood Development on the south side of 43, NC 43. All right. A little background, NC State Code 65106 governs this request. It essentially defines the who, what, and where. If we look at who may disinter, we'll go down to Section 4, any person, firm, or corporation who owns land on which an abandoned cemetery is located after first securing the consent of the governing body of the municipality, which the abandoned cemetery is located. All right? Go to Section B. Party affecting disinterment shall give 30 days written notice to next of kin, if known, and provide advertisement for 30 days over 4 consecutive weeks. Section F. The relocation of the graves shall be to a cemetery of suitable size. The graves are proposed to be relocated to Queen Anne Cemetery in Fountain, North Carolina. And that cemetery is of suitable size. Section G, all work will be performed under supervision of the county health director or designee on the location. Now, a map of where the Randolph Cemetery is. So very high level, just showing where this is. It's across from Rock Springs and again, Ironwood. Zooming in a little bit more, this location covers approximately 0.7 acres. That white dashed area line that shows a fenced-in area This is in parcel 91820, which is in the city limits. This is a letter from the town of Fountain confirming that they have agreed to allow Justin Smith Funeral Service to relocate 77 graves to the Queen Anne Cemetery. So this is considered a request by Renaissance Lifestyle to relocate abandoned graves from Randolph Cemetery to Queen Anne Cemetery in Fountain, North Carolina. And if there are any questions, representatives of Renaissance Lifestyle, Jackson Bannister, Justin Smith from Justin Smith Funeral Service, and Tim Newell from Rivers are here to address any questions you may have.
Councilmember Blackman?
Is this preliminary to developing the site?
I mean, this is part of the development of the site, yes.
And have we already done the rezoning and all?
I mean, all of that, Jackson, if you want to. Jackson, give you a handle on where they are in the project.
Good evening, council members. Yes, the rezoning has been completed and we started site work commencement in January of this year.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Comments? Motions?
Move to approve.
Second.
Motion made by Mayor Pro Tem Daniels, second by Councilmember Blackburn. All those in favor say, I'm sorry. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
All right, we'll move on to the city manager's report.
So, already done the shout out.
All right,
Daryl,
move on to.
no, but I've had one other.
There's more.
So, Donna has told me to reminded me to ask that council, cancel the June 23rd city council meeting.
So moved.
All right, motion been made by Councilmember Blackburn, second by Mayor Pro Tem Daniels. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
And happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
There you go. All right. Mr. Attorney, you got anything to say?
I will in a minute, Your Honor. I'm used to being in court, so.
Hey.
I will in just a moment after the comments.
All right, you don't got anything? I usually give Emmanuel a chance to say something.
I'm just pinch hitting for Emmanuel, so pleasure to be here.
All right.
Thank you.
There you go.
I like it, Donald, I like it. All right, Councilmember Foreman, what you got?
No comments tonight, just happy Father's Day.
That was music to my ears. Councilmember Blackburn?
I got a couple of things. It is Pride Month, and on Monday, I shared some of the somber statistics about why Pride Month is important, because members of our LGBTQ community continue to be under threat of violence. And today specifically, we remember the 49 people who were killed at the Pulse, which was a gay nightclub in Orlando in 2016. And that was a terribly tragic hate crime, and many other people were also injured that night. But on a brighter note, Pride Month is also about celebrating with joy all the contributions of the LGBTQ plus community and how much they've given to the world. And as part of that, I just wanted to list some gay and trans and bisexual people and their contributions to our culture and to our education and to our world. Peter Tchaikovsky, Ma Rainey, the mother of the blues, Wendy Carlos, Freddie Mercury, Elton John, Marsha Johnson, and she was the gay activist who started the Stonewall Uprising. A couple of my favorite writers, Oscar Wilde and James Baldwin, the artist that is so beloved, Frida Kahlo, San Francisco Commissioner Harvey Milk, and our current former Secretary of the Department of Transportation, Peter Buttigieg. They're artists, designers, intellectuals, writers, and there are too many to name, whose contributions have given so much to the world. And not only do I celebrate and thank them in an abstract way, but I thank all of the LGBTQ people who have stood by me and who've been such good friends and support to me all of my life. So thank you. I share that personal thanks for all you've done for the world and for me personally. I do have a question that I would, and I appreciate the comments that Councilmember Foreman provided about the GUC rate increase. I think that kind of information is essential for what we do. And on Monday at our council workshop, there was what I will just say contradicting information that Councilmember Robinson offered that does not match what I've found online. And I know you can't believe everything you see online. So in order to get the correct information, I'd like to ask our city manager to work with GUC and to prepare a 5-year look back at GUC rates and rate changes for electricity, gas, water, and sewer. And that should include proposed rate changes, temporary rate changes, and all rate changes. Thank you.
All right. Councilmember Willis?
Thank you, Mayor. Congratulations again, or thank you again to Daryl and his act of heroism. Congratulations to the Planning Committee of the NC League, or for the NC League of Municipalities conference. It was excellent, and it's so inspiring to be able to be a part of it and being able to know how wonderful Greenville is, but when you have others come into town and brag about how wonderful your city is, then you know they did their job, and they did it well, in excellence. I also wanted to say happy Father's Day again to all the fathers coming up on this Sunday. And that's all I have. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Scully?
Thank you, Mayor. Happy Father's Day to my dad, Ed Scully, and all the fathers up here, all of our colleagues up here who have kids. It's a special day. Thank you also for getting rid of that demolition on the Higgs house. I think I can speak about it now. Is that all right? But it's a pleasure to have my family here tonight to celebrate this important milestone through this process. We are so excited about preserving this piece of history for our city to enjoy, and can't wait for you all to come and have a party with us. So thank you so much for your support, getting rid of that demolition tonight. What else?
Nothing.
All right, thank you so much, Mayor.
Aaron's house, that's what we were talking about. Right.
Aaron's house.
It is. I should introduce my wonderful family. Aaron Scully, Ireland Scully, Emmy Scully, and Anna Grace Scully. Thank you for being here.
Hopefully Dad will take you out to some really good dinner tonight.
Thank you, Mayor.
Councilman Robinson?
I'd just like to reiterate how well run the North Carolina League of Municipalities Convention was. And it makes you feel super proud when you sit at dinner, and I had dinner with the mayor of Statesville. I don't know if you guys had a chance to meet the mayor. He's been the mayor up there for roughly 20 years, was a council member for 16 years before that. So this gentleman has a lot of experience with a lot of difficult times. And also had the same dinner with a couple of city managers from across the state. And they bragged about how well this convention was run, and the mayor said it was one of the best he'd ever attended. And I think that needs to be communicated to our citizens watching and those in the audience and our staff, and because it speaks volumes. And you know, I sat at the table and I feel super proud, even though I'm the rookie on the council, that this mayor with that much experience was saying it's one of the best he's ever attended. So again, congratulations to the team that put all that on, and all the people that put all the work into that. Number two, again, emphasize Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there who are the biological and who act in those roles. Happy birthday to my youngest daughter, who will be turning 21.
Wow.
Big day. She is working this summer, as she does every summer. She's working with Peter Millar, and we're getting ready to have a birthday celebration at the beach this weekend. So, Kate, happy birthday, honey. I look forward to seeing you. I love you so much. And then finally, I'd like to have another award that this city has gotten, and to me, it's amazing. Just again, the American Public Power Association just had their annual convention down in New Orleans, and they chose a person to award their Alex Radin Distinguished Service Award, which is the most prominent award that they can award to anybody, and they awarded it to our own Tony Cannon. I mean, it's the highest award that they have. And so in commenting on him, they indicated, and I'm going to read some of the press release, his collaborative efforts between North Carolina Eastern Municipal Power, agency members, and electric cities have led to a significant reduction in average wholesale rates that have not been seen since the 1970s. He has served on the national board and been the chair of the national board. And again, this is the most prestigious award you can have. This association serves over 2,000 cities and towns across our country, representing over 49 million. They make sure right, 49 million people who receive services. So they bestowed their highest award on the general manager of our utilities. So Tony, I think you're on the way back to New Orleans. Congratulations to you and the staff and the team that run that, and the chairs and everybody that have done it over the years. And I know it only works if you work as a team, but I think that's a grand award. The little old Greenville, North Carolina has got what they recognize as the best in the country, and recognize him as doing the best as he can. So again, congratulations to Tony. I think that's it. Mayor, thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Mayor Pro Tem Daniels?
I'm not gonna let Matt say nothing. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I would like to wish a happy Father's Day to all the fathers. And I would also like to share that June is also, in addition to Pride Month, Black Music Month, and the month that we celebrate Juneteenth. And there are several Juneteenth events that we have coming up next week. The first one will be on June 15th at the Dickinson Event Space at 2791 Dickinson Avenue. It's the Juneteenth and Black Brilliance Celebration. Diane Taylor will be the guest speaker. On Thursday, June 19th, Sycamore Hill Missionary Baptist Church on Hooker Road will have a Juneteenth service beginning at 11 a.m. And on June 19th at 4 o'clock, GTAC will have a Juneteenth event as well. And on Saturday, the 21st of June, we will, the city of Greenville will have a Juneteenth event from 4 to 9 o'clock at the Greenville Town Commons. And I just want to show you all our flyer. It's on our website. The Boys and Girls Club had a contest, and Mr. Elijah Nobles won that contest. So he is the one who put together this flyer for us. And I also would like to wish a happy birthday to Councilwoman Willis, whose birthday is this Sunday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you very much. I'll be quick. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And also, happy anniversary to my wife. We're going to celebrate 17 years on the 21st. Congratulations.
What a patient and kind-hearted soul.
Best decision she's made in her entire life. Without a doubt. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Mr. Attorney? Oh, as far as just notifying everybody about the 4th of July celebration?
Yeah, I think there's some confusion that with the, excuse me, Bulkhead, there are individuals who think that it's going to be closed, but the 4th of July benefit will be held at the Town Common this year.
There we go. Mr. Attorney?
Thank you, Mayor. Mayor and council members, I recommend that council adopt the following motion: to hold a closed session pursuant to North Carolina General Statute 143, 318.11, subsection A5I, to establish or instruct the public body, staff, or negotiating agents concerning the position to be taken by or on behalf of the public body in negotiating the price and other material terms of a contract or proposed contract for the acquisition of real property by purchase, option, exchange, or lease.
All right, I have a motion to go into closed session?
So moved.
All right, motion's been made by Councilmember Scully, second by Councilmember Willis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay.
Motion passes 6-0.
That was up here, Jess, I think.